Welcome to Black Girl Say Something, where this black girl has something to say. And I'm just going to call this episode 38 and 3 days. 38 years and 3 days. That's how old I am right now. And I'm just like, I remember last year when I turned 37, I was like, yeah, I'm at the point in my life where I'm going to be like, I'm damn near 30. I don't got time for this. Damn near 40. I don't got time for this. But 38 seems so much more serious. Like, I'm damn near 40. I really don't have time to play with y'all. So, what have I implemented since turning 38? I told y'all 38 is going to be great. I was able to get some news that they're going to renew my contract that I've been working. So that means my goal is to secure another contract so that this way I can make what I need to make, because working a part-time contract is cute in theory because, you know, I'm a mom and I have 2 kids and they have needs that I'm still having to meet and, you know, integrate them into this parenting plan. It works. But working a part-time contract does not work for my pockets. So we're going to look for another contract. I've already gotten real serious with myself, y'all. No phone after 8 o'clock. Honestly, everything that I have my kids do is kind of what I'm implementing. So no devices after 8. Reading more. I finally found a book to read for fun. That's been a struggle for me. Since finishing my doctorate, I've struggled to read just for fun. I've only been reading statistics and data analysis and papers and term papers and research. And I was like, dang, I just want to read just for fun. So, don't know who this is for, but if you're struggling falling asleep and you can start reading a book like an hour before bed, it really helps. When I tell y'all, when I be done reading how many ever chapters of this book, and it's really good, I be knocked out. So I went back to an oldie but goodie. Mary B. Morrison is an author that I used to read like so many years ago. And I was in the library with my kids and I was like, let me see what books I haven't read from her. And so I found one and that's what I've been reading. Anywho, so no phones after 8 o'clock. Reading. Upping on my skincare, which I need to re-up on, by the way. I slowed down on doing skincare because of scarcity mentality. Like, my things are running low. And so I just need to put my big girl hat on and go repurchase my things before they run out, which now I can do since my contract is being renewed. So I'm going to be off work for like a week and a half and then back at it early November. So I'm excited about that. Just staying focused, journaling, meditation, the things that are in my control, getting up at 5 a.m. because y'all know time is about to change. So I've already conditioned myself since I turned 38 on Tuesday. My alarm goes off at 5 o'clock and I get up and I journal and I meditate. Going into November, I will start back working out. My thing is, I like a workout class. I'm not mentally strong enough to work out by myself. But I do have the Nike Fit app that I used to use for yoga at home by myself. So they have a few strength training workouts that I'm going to start. I'm going to start as a beginner. If I do like a week as a beginner, then go into intermediate and then advanced or whatever, I can definitely build back up my strength. Because you know how you can just feel yourself getting weak? I don't know if anybody else can feel that. But ever since I had my hernia surgery with the tummy tuck, and then a year post-op, I started working out and really doing core and strength training. Whenever I feel like I can't lift certain things, I'm like, oh yeah, it's time to get it back together. So I need to get up, get it moving, get moving. Yes, I walk, but that's not enough to build strength, right? So the combination of the things, and I have weights at the house, so I definitely want to get back into my strength training, my core, get that core back nice and strong. Body T, but it don't make sense having a T body if the body is weak, right? So doing a lot of strength training, and especially going into 40, that's like kind of important, because the older you get, you lose bone density and mass and things like that. So But I had a successful semester. The semester has ended. Presentations from one class wasn't great. The other class did amazing. I was like a proud mama bear, watching them execute and take things that they've learned and had to research on their own to put it together in a project. So that was amazing to be a part of, and I let them know it was definitely a pleasure. But now that I'm going to be teaching again, there's a great possibility some people might have to take me again, and it is what it was, and it was what it is. Moving right along, my disposition has changed from my birthday to now, simply because I'm just going to focus on the things that I can control. There's less things, and I've said this before, this was said to me, but when we think about life in the way that we think about life, there's less things that are in our control that we can control than trying to focus on the things that are out of our control that we can't control. And so, me just doing what I can. Like when I'm tired, I'm going to rest. That's in my control. When I'm tired and the kids are doing whatever they want to do, that's outside of my control. At this point, y'all know what time y'all gotta go to bed. Y'all go to bed, but I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm knocked out. You know what else I noticed since I've been reading my book? My son, he loves to read. He reads 2-3 books a week, chapter books. And I mean, ever since he was in like 4th grade, maybe even 3rd grade, he had been said, like, I do not like books with pictures. And so he's been reading chapter books ever since. And he recently finished a book, and he was telling me about it. He's like, Mommy, you got to get me part 2 because it says to be continued. And I don't like how it ended. I have to know. So I'm trying to find him that book. But backing up a little bit to when I'm reading now, he comes in the room and he has his time to read. And I noticed that my daughter was looking like, oh, not y'all in here reading. So I think that's going to probably, I've been trying to tell her she need to read more, but if she don't want to, she don't want to. That's, on her. She'll see later in life how not reading when for leisure can affect you. But I think it's going to prompt her to read because her and her brother are seemingly to be in some sort of competition, unspoken competition, in a healthy sibling way, not the unhealthy sibling rivalry way. But I don't have much to say today. I wanted to tap in with y'all, getting back on the mark of the podcast, detailing certain things so that I can listen back to them, keeping myself encouraged, keeping those encouraged who listen, thankful and grateful for those who listen and support the podcast. There is an Amazon link. Somebody asked me about my birthday wish list. So there is an Amazon wish list in the description of this episode if you wish to patronize that. Greatly appreciated. The Cashapp is also there. The Patreon is there if you want to subscribe to the Patreon. I did post an exclusive episode. Well, not an episode, an exclusive birthday thought, that you can listen to it and get into it there and leave your comments. But with that being said, thank you for listening. Tune into Black Girl Say Something every Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, wherever you listen to podcasts. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all of the things on all of the platforms, on TikTok, Facebook, Patreon, YouTube. We're there. And check out my series. I have a series on YouTube and on Patreon. It's called Dilly Dally with Me, and it's where I detail what I do throughout the day on a weekend, on a Saturday, as my kids have been in supervisors with their dad, and I go into the reason why and all of that good stuff. So definitely check out all that we have to offer here at Black Girl Say Something, and thank you for listening.